which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. And we will have a roll call.
Copeland.
Here.
Black.
Here.
Honey.
Here.
Grady.
Here.
Holtz.
Here.
Betts.
Here.
Full board present this evening. Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion.
Motion by Holt, second by Mouse. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Citizens participation. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the record, Dan, and other people. I have a couple of questions that were brought up to me. I don't know why I seem to be the sounding board for citizens. But this is probably going to be directed, although I will talk to you, this will be directed to our Parks Board, Mr. Gray and Mr. Honey. We have some type of a little splash pad or something over there at the pool. And I realize that you guys don't set prices and you don't set, policy and anything like that. But for some reason or another, we're charging people, everybody with 2 legs to go in, like regular price or something. If grandparents have 4 or 5 grandkids that they want to take to the pool and enjoy on a hot day, a lot of these folks nowadays, they just can't afford something like that. They kind of pointed toward Saltman, their big splash pad, which is much bigger, is actually free to get into and enjoy that.
It's
So,
closed down.
I'm sorry,
It's closed down.
that one Sullivan?
Yeah, that's why people from Sullivan are coming to Cuba. Sullivan.
Well, I have no idea. I haven't researched that at all, but it was brought to my attention, and I thought it would be kind of a nice idea, I don't have a problem, or they don't have a problem with the adults being charged to get in and use the pool, but perhaps maybe an age limit of, 10 and below or 12 and below get in for the, whatever the splash pad age is, I don't know, 5 and below or something, I don't know.
Can I make a recommendation?
I'm sorry?
Can I make a recommendation?
Yes, please.
The park board meets on the 18th of July
That was my next question.
at 5:30.
Okay.
You're welcome to be
Here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's what I wanted to know.
I think you do see that a lot though, 3 and under 3 or something.
Well, it's just, every little bit adds up to people who aren't getting, paid a lot, and they would love to be able to take the kids and grandkids to places that, or a place. They ultimately would like to see everything kind of expanded over there, but again, we could bring that up to the meeting and discuss that and see what happens. I apologize for not dragging you guys aside, but I wanted this on record. I want to follow up with this, so I will be with next week.
Hey, Dan.
Dan. Yeah.
Our plan was when we built that, it was gonna be set outside the pool, so kids could use it for free.
Okay.
And something happened where they got put into the pool, remember that, Cody?
Yeah.
I think the kids shouldn't be charged at all. Okay, if we could have some way, but we couldn't have some way of saying, hey, they're only in the splash park in the pool.
Sure.
See what I'm saying? But
Well, I think common sense really needs to be looked at here, because we're not going to basically throw kids 5 years old and younger in the pool and do whatever, So obviously, if they're there to try to take advantage of that little splash pad or whatever they've got, then perhaps that needs to be, I don't know, but we'll bring it up in the next meeting. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else for citizens participation? You just here to see our pretty faces, Woody?
You can't hear you, but I am.
Okay, all good. You guys need anything? All right. Moving on. Regular meeting minutes of June 7th, 2022. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Honey, seconded by Holtz. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Executive session meeting minutes of June 7th, 2022. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Honey, seconded by Granny. All in favor say aye. Opposed? And special meeting minutes of June 13th, 2022, which I think was our budget meeting that we had. Motion to approve. Motion. Motion by Mouse, seconded by Pony. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Abstained. Black and Grady were not present. So 4 ayes and 2 abstains. Thank you, gentlemen. Fund balance transfers, budget revisions. I would assume we probably have an updated, fund balance transfer and or budget revision in your packet for bills to be paid. If not, I will, be sure time he gets that out to you guys. No big deal.
Just on amount transfers and budget revisions were with your budget stuff.
Okay, very good.
She put it in
I figured it was probably in here, but as we know, it's protocol to show that those necessary transfers have been completed. Motion by Val, second by Grady to approve those revisions. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Since we've done the necessary transfers and revisions, that means we can pay the bills. Motion to pay the bills. Motion by Val, second by Grady. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Thank you. Park and Rec Committee, or excuse me, Park and Recreation recommendation. Before we get on the two subject lines there, I will say that there was a park board meeting last night, and we're getting back to full strength, which is great. So we were down 3 members. We do now have those 3 members replaced, 2 of whom we approved at the last meeting, 1 who I'm going to ask you guys to approve tonight. So again, you know, it's important that we have a lot of participation out of that park board so we can hear things like Mr. Edson brought up, and those discussions can be had and can be brought to the council for recommendation. Since the pool opened, we ended up with 7 lifeguards. We budgeted for 12. So we're understaffed in the lifeguard division. So the manager reached out and asked if we could approve 2 hires that are not lifeguard certified, but they can work the front gate and the concession stand, so that way the certified lifeguards will not have to fulfill those duties, and they can be present to actually do the lifeguard duties. So we did 2 emergency hires. That puts us at 9 out of the originally budget 12, so we're still well under budget and well under what we anticipated to hire. They have already started work. They have took their drug screening first before they started work, but for the concessions and for the front gate, the recommendation from the pool management and park board was to hire Elizabeth Feeser and Eden Lockey. Motion to approve those hires. Motion by Bouse, second by Black. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Thank you. And our third appointment to put us back up to full strength on the park board is Mr. Tony Hudson. He attended the meeting last night. I think he's going to be very active. He has 2 small children. He lives right by Table Creek. He seems very excited to bring forth ideas and creativity to the board. So is there a motion to approve Mr. Hudson's appointment? Motion by Homie, second by Bass. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Thank you for that. Next item is a resignation for Trent Godot, who is currently our electric apprentice. I spoke with Trent. He did turn in his 2-week notice, which would become effective on this Friday, the 24th. We did hold off on accepting that resignation letter immediately because we just did pass a new salary schedule that will benefit that position. However, he did sign a contract to go to work with another company. We wish him nothing but the best. You got to chase those opportunities. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So, do we have a motion to accept Trent Godot's resignation? Motion by Bouse, second by Grady. All in favor say aye. Opposed? That being said, the electric committee discussion. We did just approve a salary schedule that does have an increase for the 3 tiers of our electric department. We do know that skilled labor is very valuable. We want to try to attract and retain great workers for our electric department. So we're going to break this down into 2 motions, but we would be willing to entertain a motion to put out for advertisement to hire an electric supervisor. Motion by Mouse, second by Holt. So with that, we can have discussion. Laney, obviously you'll have the new salary schedule for what those will look like for anybody who's interested in applying. Again, probably run it for 2 weeks in any media that you can run it in. I think the more the better. And that would, I don't know if we'll be able to get it in this week or not, but
I don't think we need to post that on the board too, because we don't have anybody certified.
no, is our journeyman qualified for supervisor if he was interested? So maybe we do it just in case he's interested?
I guess.
Yeah. Post it internally and externally, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's interested, but here's an opportunity for him if he is. But we can run it till what, July 15th? We'll have a meeting on July 5th, and then we'll also have a meeting on July 19th. So if we run it to the 15th, maybe that will give us enough time to get some decent applicants in here. Is that fine with council? So motion by Baus, second by Holt to run the electric supervisor until July 15th. All in favor say aye. Opposed?
What day was we gonna run it at?
That was going to be, the starting tier is now going to be in the neighborhood of $3.75 for starting. And then obviously experience and different things would factor in, but I believe that is now the new starting. It's in your package.
We're looking at just for a supervisor.
So the next thing I'll ask council is if you would like to entertain a motion to do the same thing for an electric apprentice. Motion by Baus, second by Holt. Same thing, run in all media possible until July 15th. And again, that wage has also been increased as well, which will be reflected in your salary schedule.
What is that deal?
I'm wanting to say it's in the neighborhood of like 22.
It was in that package.
They all just, the apprentice tier, the journeyman tier, and the supervisor tier each just took a $4 an hour jump on those starting tiers. So again, we're losing good help because it's competitive, and we're hoping that by doing so we can attract and retain some good candidates.
I think we ought to hire, instead of apprentice, a journeyman.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we can retract those motions if that's for the apprentice, if that's what you guys want to do. I don't know what's going to happen with our current guy, or if he's going to apply for it, or if he's going to stay in that position. I mean, we can always, if we lose that, we're going to have to open it anyway. But we might as well run these two, then we might be having the same conversation.
Maybe we'll get a couple good applicants for the supervisor position, and we can hire 2 of them.
Yeah, you never know. So motion, go ahead and run that apprentice ad until July 15th. Motion by Baus, second by Holt. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We will get those ads run because we need that help in that department, that's for sure. We put street department discussion on here just because we knew we were going to be having that budget conversation. Again, we left it budgeted for now, and it can always be reviewed at any point in time. The salary is in there. Is there any further discussion on that at this moment?
I do. I still think we need somebody for the street department.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Well, I got more. The street department, I'm gonna thank them now for everything that they've done. They went way out of the way to help in the park and all. But so did the natural gas water. I mean, they all went together and actually did the job and gave them a big list on.
Mhm.
They did a great job. I want to thank them for that, because, that wasn't really, they could have been out here painting a sign. They put that off to help,
Absolutely.
the park look good. I want to thank them all.
I echo that. I had that down to discuss too. That goes for everybody in the city that jumped on board. Obviously, being without a park board president, being without a public works director, being without a construction property management guy, we all had to kind of jump in there. The park board was very vocal in giving Kevin and I the information of things they needed to get repaired before they can have a successful fair. We got that list to our city guys, and they knocked it out in no time. They kicked butt.
They've all stepped up.
They've all stepped up. It's been great. They've done a really good job getting that fairgrounds up and stuff. And I know the park board really appreciates it too. And they went down on your last recommendation, Jeff, to get the toilets and everything done at the ballpark. That was done within like 2 days. So yes, we thank them for that.
They got some lights in it that need to be changed.
Sure.
Did you get that receptacle replaced? For the air
That I
conditioner?
don't know yet.
We're not sure, but we can
We
follow up.
probably had an electrician, in the electric department to do that.
Right.
I'm sure that one's on hold, but
Yes.
While we're on that, Jerry had called me this week and wanted me to pass along fencing at the ballpark you guys asked about. They're hoping to start on June 29th, weather permitting.
Oh.
So he said he reached
Oh, hey,
out
Jerry.
with us.
Okay, cool. I thought maybe they might have to wait till fall or something, but it sounds like they might.
I'll also take it on the infield Wednesday night, they don't play, so we can take it off Wednesday, to give it Wednesday, Thursday, put it up.
Awesome.
Give it to you.
and I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to do this, Jerry. They talk about the lights that are out. Can you tell Andrew if he has time to run over there? It's dry enough now, he should be all right to get in there, put the lights up.
Access on.
The changeable bulb.
Jeff, I talked to him today about that, and he seemed to be thinking about doing it today or tomorrow.
Okay.
I think in the morning, we're gonna get a electric line
Oh, okay.
that goes to the stage.
Yes, very good. I was wondering about that too.
Yeah, it's going in the morning.
There hasn't been, those guys have been really getting after it, so. And congratulations, you two are passing your CDL.
Yeah.
You were supposed to call and tell me, you didn't.
Busy.
Yeah, I hear you. But so, congratulations on that, Jerry.
He's now a truck driver.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So in the previous meeting, we did approve the budget and salary schedule. Now we need a motion to send the budget itself to Lance to be put in ordinance form. Motion by Grady, second by Faust. Gonna ask you, sir, being that today is the 21st, when is Tanya leaving? She leaving out of town? Well, she won't need to see it. We're probably gonna have to have a special meeting to approve it and do the 2 readings.
Okay.
Like one day next week. I know that makes it quicker for you to have to turn it around, so that way it's effective by July 1.
Yeah, I can have a turnaround by then.
Okay. Let me know or let Lainey know, and as long as 4 of us can make it at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday or something, it doesn't really matter, but as long as we can get it approved in ordinance form, it'll be ready for the fiscal year. So again, motion was to have the budget prepared for Lance in ordinance form, so that way we can get that approved. Got the 2 motions. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And I'll ask the same for the salary schedule. Motion to approve that in ordinance form. Motion by Honey, second by Granny. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Thank you, Lance, not to put the rush on you or anything. It's a little bit closer to July 1 than we normally are. Police chief.
Yeah. The only thing I have is nuisance here, pulling it up. From Cameron, that he's been working on. East Main, Shade area, a lot that are for sale across on the wagon wheel needs cleaned up, all grass and garbage, he's working on those. Maple Shade possible, dilapidated structure, we still need to get, I forgot who we're gonna have to work on those.
Let's reach out to Bob Baldwin.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, he's still on our budget till June 30, and I do think we included him again for part-time help throughout the next fiscal year. So,
Yeah.
if you have any questions about combinations or anything like that, I'll reach out to Bob.
Okay.
He should be able to help you with that.
So did you get a copy of this one on Easter egg? On Easter grant. Yeah. I believe so. I don't have it in his notes that he started working on that, but I think it's just in the box. Take a look at it. I'm pretty sure I gave that to him. Yeah. Yes, I did get that. I did get a copy of that. And then just the other things he's working on. 601 Fair has major improvements. For Springfield has no improvements. They'll be taking the next step with that one. Circle Drive has 2 lots needing mowed. He's attempting to contact owners there. 1309 East Grand has a lot of tall grass and possible dilapidated building, and 507, Fishwick has tall grass that he's working on. And then the field behind 1005 East Grand apartments are over Broomfield. So I think that's what that might be in, that part. I didn't see it on there, I just scrolled down far enough. Yeah, he is working on that. He's got that.
I drove by Shaw Street the other day, and the house right behind the one on the corner, the grass was really tall there. There was an old car beside the house.
Which address was it at?
Stalls.
Okay. I'll put this down and take a look at that, see what we can do.
And moved. So it's probably too about Andy Stutterfield's lot.
What's that?
Andy Stutterfield's lot on West Washington.
Okay.
I know, West Spencer.
Yeah.
I think I told you about it.
Mm-hmm. Needs to get mowed.
Yeah.
That time of year for your grass company.
Yeah. Alright. I'll get hold of him.
That's all.
And Doug. What did we approve is BAM here this weekend, biking across the American or whatever?
That went through our.
They already went through.
Yeah, that was nice.
Losing my mind. All right, thank you, sir. All right,
I have a question.
yes.
How do we appropriate electricity and water for things like that?
Good question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know sometimes when there's events down the Smith Street area, like Post Car Show or whatever, we'll set up a temporary power unit for people to be able to plug things into for DJs and things like that. But outside of that,
Semis with washers and dryers and showers, and, I'm sure they're plugged into something.
right? I'm sure we bear that expense. I know, like during the fair, they all pay a camping fee and stuff to be on the grid. But for something like that, I guess just service we offer. We need to look into it. Okay, old unfinished new business. Lance brought a couple things to me we can knock out real quick. So fix my mess ups here. But the first thing is going to be Steve Paulus is going to need to resign as municipal judge due to conflict.
So, Mr. Paulus is leaving private practice and going to become an assistant prosecuting attorney in Crawford County. There's a Supreme Court rule that essentially says that you cannot sit in judgment of somebody who you're also using their information to bring cases. So it would be a conflict of interest for him to continue to be operating in a judicial capacity in the city of Cuba while also working as a prosecuting attorney for Crawford County. So he submitted a letter of resignation, which I forwarded to Laney. However, he has requested that he would like to be considered for the city prosecuting attorney. We currently have a city prosecuting attorney, but I also spoke with Kara Shears, and she would be happy to switch places with Mr. Paulus. I think they've worked well together. Kara Shears is the current municipal prosecuting attorney, and she has submitted a letter of resignation asking to be considered for the municipal judge. The reason it's important that we do this right away is because I believe Mr. Paulus goes to work for the county prosecuting attorney's office July 1.
Okay. So with that being said, we'll need to entertain a motion to accept Steve Paulus' resignation as municipal judge. Motion by Mouse, second by Humby. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed. And on that same note, we will also like to entertain a motion to accept Kara Shears' resignation as municipal prosecutor. Motion. Motion by Black, seconded by Mouse. All in favor, say aye. Aye. To reverse those roles, we'd like to entertain the appointment of Steve Paulus as municipal prosecutor. Motion by Mouse, second by Grady. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed. And we can entertain a motion to appoint Kara Bashir as municipal judge. Motion. Motion by Mouse, second by Grady. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed. Good? Good. 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 All right. Only other thing I had was before I came here this evening, I got a call from MRPC, American Regional Planning Commission. The county, Crawford County, graciously awarded the city of Cuba $300,000 for monies to go to our wastewater system. So this is separate from the $600,000 federal that we've received. This is an additional $300,000 on top of that. I'm going to go up to MRPC Friday and sign and notarize the documents, and then we will just wait for disbursement. So that will be earmarked for wastewater, water and sewer projects, but I'm sure we'll put it to good use with the multitude of projects we have going on. So that is a bonus, and that definitely helps our budget. So excited to announce that. That's all I have. Kevin. Dan. Dave. No. Curtis. Jeff?
We got 100 things.
Okay.
Let's adjourn.
Send them an email. Laney, Ethan? Motion to adjourn. Motion by